What is going on, you guys? My name is Rage, and we are back today to talk about the level 100 cap increase, but as well, I want to showcase for you guys huge traps to avoid for the coming of live of these two events that are going to signal some pretty significant rewards. Depending on how you play these next 40 days is really ultimately going to impact how much rewards you can maximize, especially some of them being free to play and achievable. You definitely want to be following these guidelines and avoid these traps, especially knowing what we've seen from Scopely events and how they structure these events to really burn out your resources before they come live. So obviously, it goes without saying, guys, if you haven't checked out this Race to the Top milestone event yet, this is going to be the first opportunity in the game where we're really given a chance here to earn these mega gold orbs, which has a chance to get 100 million gold. Absolutely game changing for your account and roster. There's going to be 7 reds and 6 reds here of Sunspot and Diamond, but I firmly believe that milestone 10 is a very reasonable target for free to play and the general majority if you're already level 95 when this event goes live. I'm going to break that down, guys, but before I do, I just want to point out these huge traps to avoid, because in order to get to this milestone 10, we need to be due diligent in the way we use our resources, as well as how we can maximize the scoring for this, especially given that you need to be very strategic in how you manage your resources. So we first and foremost, we know, and we have this confirmed by the other envoys now, that from level 96 to level 100, it is going to be about 44,000 EXP per level. So obviously you can see I've saved up a lot of campaign energy, ISO 8 energy, but let's pretend you haven't saved up to my levels, because obviously I first saw this coming. I just wanted to prepare and make it easier. But these are the events here that are outlined in the Marvel Strike Force blog post. So we have Geology Bounty, Raining Gold, Energy Overload, Training Gain. All of these events coming at different dates. So that's why it's huge and important, guys. Do not, and I stress this, do not use all of your campaign energy if you have saved up any during the moment that this event goes live, because we want to be strategic on how we use this energy. And the way that they've designed events is to burn out and use all your resources, especially if it's a back-to-back. I mean, for example, just look at right now how we have the XP throttle ×2, but once this event goes live, it's gone. They're really strategic in how they set these up, so that way players are using resources, and you really do need to think about it. But if we look at that Raining Gold and Energy Load example, obviously we have an opportunity to get double the gold from campaign and double the campaign energy. Now, that does not necessarily mean you need to use it the moment you get it, right? For example, you save up energy from the Energy Overload that's doubling, and then use that same energy for the Training Gain, so that you're getting double the training module energy, training module materials for your roster. So that way you can min-max to exactly what your account needs. Maybe you need more gold, maybe you need more training mats. Regardless, that's how we should be using this campaign energy to the best of our abilities, and that way it's going to give us a fighting chance for this event, especially if you're free to play. Now that I got that out of the way here, I want to talk about what my game plan is going to be in terms of for the event that's Race to Top for the next 40 days. This is a breakdown here. I've revised this because I realized in my video that I made yesterday, I was factoring in the double XP incorrectly. It should only be a 1-to-1 conversion. So I wanted to redo the math, and as well input here, it doesn't matter if you even use power cores in your day. We know that it's going to be about 44,000 XP per level. So that's about 132,000 total experience over the next 40 days to get to level 98, which is why I believe it's a very strong majority. If you do, or you're currently sitting at level 95 when this event goes live, you have a great chance if you follow this this scoring guide that I have here. So let's break down how you're going to be getting points in total, and what obviously they're going to be coming from, and how you can best maximize this. If you're coring the campaigns and doing 200 cores per day, you're going to be getting close to 19,200 experience. That's 480 extra energy per day. And as well, if you core 1 ISO 8, that's going to give you 4,800 over the 40 days, only for 50 cores. So in total, it's only going to cost about 250 cores to get 25,000 extra points, which is what we're going to be needing to bring our account to level 98. We have daily objectives being 985 per day if you go through each of the individual milestones that you complete, almost amassing to 40,000. And then the rest of it is just simply playing the game through the different campaigns. Typically, you get about 600 per day for campaign energy if you're refreshing on time, and that's again a 1-to-1 conversion, so that's about 25,000. Same for ISO 8, another 25. We have Encouraging Campaign Energy, which has been added since the last time we got a level cap, so it's a nice little boost there. And they are about double, so I just factored in about 250 per day. As you can see, that's almost 20,000 right there. And then lastly, the showcase events that they do typically have live for when we are playing the game, typically are 30 to 40 days, so I was just conservative here. But they do only have half an XP per campaign no farming, so it's a little bit lower, just like a nice little top up, right? In total, we're going to be getting roughly 136,000 experience points, which will bring our account level to 98. And again, this is assuming you're doing about 250 cores per day, which is very conservative, guys. If you have saved energy, if you are accounting for the fact that there's going to be double, triple, quadruple XP coming, mostly everyone, if you're sitting at 95, should be able to hit level 98 with no issues. Why does level 98 matter? Well, that's because that's going to be the level that we're going to be likely using and bringing our characters up to get those bonus points. So for 5,000 points, which is the first mega gold orb in the milestone, it's actually going to be about leveling 7 characters to level 98. Now, it's going to be 5 characters if you have Kestrel and Doom being leveled up, because they double up and count as 2. Hence why I have them in the bracket. If you're aiming for milestone 10, which is the goal for myself, it's 16,250 points for the second mega gold orb, and also awards you with the 7 red sunspot, an upgrade from the 6 red. And it's going to be 23 characters to level 98, or 21 characters if you bring up Kestrel and Doom. So they essentially subtract 2 from the math, which is why I like the value there for sure. And then lastly, guys, milestone 15, this is going to be the harder to hit one, likely only if you have saved up campaign energy, only if you're very strategic with how you use the energy. 35,000 points for the third mega gold orb, also the 1 diamond on sunspot, but 50 characters to level 98. I don't even have that many characters that I want to bring up to level 98, and also we haven't even talked about the gold and trading materials requirements, so it's absolutely huge, guys. I don't think it's worth it. I think milestone 10 for 2 gold orbs and as well as the 7 red sunspots can be a very safe spot. And as well, how many folks actually have a 7 yellow sunspot right now? I know I personally don't. I'm only sitting at 4, so it's going to be quite some time anyways. The diamond is nice, but not necessary. I think milestone 10, at least for another gold orb, is going to be huge. Now, guys, having said that, a lot of information here. And again, if we go back to the milestone chart, the reason why we went to level 98 is because that's how you're going to be getting the scoring, right? You get, for level 96, it's 100 points, 225 from 97, and then an extra 375 to 98. Obviously, if you can bring your account level to level 99 before the 40 days end, that's going to give you an extra 550, which would reduce the total number of characters that you want to bring up. So in my honest opinion, that's definitely an option as well, but you won't know until closer to the end of the event. And again, factor in that we need to be mindful of the days where there is going to be double, triple EXP, and we want to be conservative. We want to be smart with how we're using our resources. Do not by any means use, like I know I for sure won't be using even a fraction of my campaign energy going live. Obviously, the exception is going to be this event here, which also goes live with the race to the top, which is the blast off to 100. This event specifically is going to be earning the century credits for the event store, right? So this is also tied back with a web milestone that you'll also be getting bonus points. The reason why you may want to participate in this event is because of the fact that there is a featured monthly item here, the Bandolier, and this is going to be adding to the Mechanical Marvel monthly event. So, you know, I think I may take a hit on this one because I don't really care. And to be honest, it's a diamond for Nova, who's kind of falling off the meta. He's a great character overall, but his team doesn't really exist anywhere in the meta outside of war. So something I need to contemplate for sure, but I don't know if I'm going to be even caring about this monthly, especially now that I have Forge unlocked from the monthly event. It may not be as important to most folks. But yeah, in case you guys are interested, this is the first opportunity to get a diamond of Nova. Actually, even to the top 1,000 players. So you might be able to do this even without it. So definitely something to consider. But yeah, otherwise, not something I'm going to be fully focusing on because I know there's going to be likely other campaign events, other ISO 8 campaign events as well. And that's how they're going to be setting up these traps for us. So that's why we need to be extremely due diligent in conserving our resources and using our campaign energy as best as we can, saving as much as we can during these next 40 days, because every experience is going to add up, right? We're going to get more of these XP throttles and more opportunities to actually amass XP, and that's how you're going to get the difference here. So hopefully this helps you guys. This is my game plan. I'm going to be aiming for that milestone 10 at 16,250 points. It's definitely achievable. I don't know if I want to go to 35,000 if I need to bring up 50 characters to level 98. I don't think that's going to be worth the value there. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. That's my game plan. That's how I'm going to be trying to capitalize on this event. And if there is excess energy saved that I don't need to bring up to level 98, then it's going to be great to be saving up for the next event. And that's how we should be attacking this mentality, guys. Really understanding that this is how Scopely sets up their back-to-back events, and they're meant to deplete our resources. But if we can understand that and expect it, we can best maximize the bang for buck and rewards for each of these events. So thank you as always. Do appreciate your guys' time, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.